This is the Roulette Master, and one of my subscribers, Evan, says he has the absolute best roulette system of all time, and he's consistently winning day after day after day. So I am really pumped to share this with you, and let's see if he's right. And we're going to start with some bets that are around the 0, double zero, the 1, the 2, the 35, 36. Let's go ahead and fix that bet here real quick. And then the 27, 28. And then we also have bets on the 9, the 10, the 13, and the 14. That's a $12 total bet. And let's spin. And I can't wait to see how well this does. Here we go. All we have to do to win is hit somewhere around the zeros. We've had some systems like that recently. This one we're going to go up a unit to start. So we're going to go from 12 to 24 and spin. And here we go. So 12 numbers covered right around the zeros. Let's hit near that 0 and we're going to be golden. That's an 11 black and that's a loss. We're going to go up another unit. So let's go ahead and do that. And I can tell you the last couple times I've gone to the casino, I have seen so many zeros. And I'm sure you guys have as well. And if they get near those zeros or the dealers are trying to hit the zeros, and they're good at it, I don't know if they can or not. And look, we already got near the 0. That's a 1 red. That's a $72 win already. We're already up 36 bucks. So we're going to go back to our original $12 bet with these numbers around the zeros. And let's spin. And again, all it has to do is get somewhere close to those zeros and you're going to make a ton of money. And that's a 33 black. In fact, the last time I went to the casino, and let's go ahead and increase by 1 unit there, from $1 to $2 on each. And I saw like 6 or 7 zeros in the last on the history board. That's crazy, but you know, a lot of times you see 2 or 3. And let's go ahead and increase by another unit after that loss. We're going to take these to $3 each and spin. All right, that's a $36 total bet. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. And let's get near that 0. It's getting, oh, that's a 14. That's close to the 0. That's a win. That's a $72 win. We're up 72 bucks now. Let's go ahead and go back to that original $12. So let's do that and spin. And here we go. All right. That's a 22 black. We didn't get the 0 there, but that's okay. We're going to go up a unit. We're going to go from $1 to $2 on each of those bets. Not doubling, but going up a unit. And I think we did it again, guys. We got near the 0 again. That's a $48 win. We're up 108 bucks now. So let's go back to 12 where we started and spin. All right, here we go. And if you want to, you can even, find a table where it hasn't hit 0 in a while or close to 0 in a while. That would be even better. So let's go ahead now and increase by 1 unit after that loss and spin. But at the same time, lots of times I see zeros come in bunches. So here we go. That's an 11 black. We missed it, but it wasn't too far off. Let's go ahead and increase by a unit. So all these are going to go from 2 to 3 now. Let me fix that one. Each one should go up from 2 to 3. All right, now we have a $36 total bet, and let's spin. All right. We didn't get near the 0 there, but that's okay. That's a 32 red. We're going to go up again. So we're going to go up another unit on each. Now we're going to $4. All you have to do is just put 1 more out and then spin. We're at a $48 total bet now. And here we go. Get near the 0. All right, we did it. That's a 9 red. How about that? That's a $96 win. We're up $132. Let's drop back to 12 again. And this is a super simple system, but let's see how it does for the whole length of the video. Make sure you stick around for this one because he says he's just absolutely doing amazing with this system. And we're going to go from $1 to $2 now. And that's why we test these out for a while. And we got near the 0 again. That was near the double 0. So that's another $48 win. Now we're up $168. So we're just cruising right now, but let's see what happens when we have a bunch of losses in a row. But let's see if we can get near that 0. In the meantime, that's a 34 red. Okay, that's a $12 loss. We're just going to go up a unit and spin. And let's see what we get here. Hey, we got near the 0 again. That's a 35 black. That's a $48 win. We're up 204. Let's drop back to 12 and spin. All right, here we go. And a lot of people don't bet on the zeros. That's why casinos usually like when you hit zeros or around the zeros, because that's a better chance that they're going to actually hit the zero. And let's go up a unit and spin again. I think everybody here has probably had, and we did it again, guys, right next to the double zero. $48 win. Now we're up $240. Let's go back to 12 and spin. And here we go. Oh my goodness. It did it again, guys. 14 red. $24 win. We're up $264. And actually, I almost took those back off again. Let's make sure the bets are back up. There we go. And let's spin. All right. Here we go. All right, guys. That's a 10 black. Right by the zero again. $24 win. We're up $288. Wow. And he said he's doing incredible with this one, but let's see how it goes the whole way through. That's a loss on 17 black. So let's go up a unit from 12 to 24 and spin. And make sure you stick around for when we have a bunch of losses to see how this recovers. We didn't get near the zero there, so we'll go up another unit. Super easy to remember what to do. I mean, you do the same thing every time that you lose. You go up a unit, and here we go. All right, now we're at $36 total bet, and let's spin. That's a 23 red. We were one away there. The 35 was right next to it, so we go up another unit. So here we go. Let's see how this recovers. And all right, so that's a $48 bet now. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, we missed that one. So that's a 7 red. We go up another unit. So let's go ahead and do that. And that dropped us back to $168 profit. But once we hit another one, we're going to be right back up there again. And let's go up another unit here. Here we go. Okay, now we're at $60 total bet. And let's see what we get. We didn't get that one, it looks like. Actually, that's a 26 that was right next to it. We were real close there, guys. So let's go up again. Now we're at 6 each. That was about as close as we could have got to those zeros without winning. And now we're at $72 total bet. Again, this is a $2,000 bankroll system. We didn't get close to the zeros there. So we definitely lost that one. Let's go up another unit. So here we go. Now we're at 7 each. Whoops. Let's go ahead and fix that. Okay, now we're at $84 total bet. Here we go. All right, that's a 13 black right by the double zero. How about that? $168 win. We're up $204. We're going to go all the way back to 12. And it's okay if we go down a couple bucks. It's okay. The next one will make up for it. So we're going to go back to 12 again. And spend. The best systems are the ones that protect your bankroll. And I think we did it again, guys. That's a 9 red right by the zero. That's a $24 win. We're up $228. Still at base level here, and let's see if we can get some more wins. Here we go. Definitely weren't near the zeros there, so let's just add a unit from $1 to $2 on each of those 12 bets, and here we go. Okay, that's another loss, 34 red. We'll go up another unit. And here we go. All right. Then you can really try to hit the zeros every time. And if you know that if you just miss it, you're golden. Okay, we lost again, 16 red. All right, let's go up another unit. Here we go. Okay, now we're at $48 total bet. And we missed it. That's a 20 black. So we'll go up again. And the bankroll is the key. That's why we can go a long time without hitting and still be okay. And remember that. It's probably the most important part of playing roulette is having the appropriate bankroll. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. We're currently have dropped to 108 temporarily. because we've had a bunch of losses. But let's get a win here pretty soon, but we lost that one. That's a 30 red, so let's go up another unit. And here we go. Let's see what we get here. All right, now let's go ahead and spin at $72 total bet. And that's a 29 black. We're real close there, but we didn't get it, so let's increase again. Okay, now we're at 7 each. Okay, $84 total bet. Hey, there's a 14 red. It's a $168 win. And again, we cycled down, but that's okay. We just restart. Because this is one of those systems where you don't chase it, you just build it back up. So let's go back to 12. So there will be small setbacks if you have a really long losing streak. But that's okay. It's better than trying to get it all back in one spin and then losing your bankroll. You don't want to do that. That's a 19 red. So let's go ahead and increase by a unit and spend. And eventually you'll have some that happen early on and you'll be happy with your profit and then you can cash out. That's a 34 red and that's a loss. So we'll go up another unit again here. But by just going up a unit instead of doubling or anything like that, it gives you your bankroll a long time to last. And then because you never know, sometimes it takes a little while. And look at that, we hit 00. But that's a $72 win. Now we're up 180 again. We'll build it back up. Let's drop back to 12 again. Oops, we missed one there. Let's put it back. And should be right. Actually, I'm sorry. That was right here. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. Let's see what we get. Okay, that's a 23 red. That's a loss. Okay, so we'll go ahead and go up a unit and spin again here. That looks good. I think we got it, guys. That's a 9 red. That's a $48 win. We're up 216. So you see how we built it back up there? We're just going to go back to 12 and spin. And when you get a bunch of wins early on, it's time to cash out, like Sonny always says, to declare victory over the casino. And if you haven't made it over to theroulettemaster.com to check out those cash out shirts, I would recommend it. It definitely helps me when I'm playing to remember that when I'm up, I should cash out and don't play all day and then lose what you've won. That's an 11 black. And that's a $24 loss there. We're going to go up a unit. So here we go. Okay, that's a $36 bet now. And let's spin. Okay, that's an 18 red. Okay, that's another loss. Let's go up another unit. And it's kind of fun to root for hitting near the zeros. I enjoy it. And here we go. It's like the opposite of what we've always been trying to do playing roulette. And there we got near the zeros again. That's a double, near the 00. That's a 27. We'll take that. $96 win. Now we're back up to 40. So let's drop back to 12. There we go. And let's spin. How about that? Right next to the 00 again, 27 red, back-to-back 27s. And now we're at 264. We'll just stay right here at base level and see if we can, how many times we can hit that same number again. And look at that, oh, that's a 25. That was real close. That would be the next number we would select if we were trying to get close to the zeros, if we were going to go over 12. But let's go from $1 to $2 and spin. And that's as close as you can get to the 000 without winning. But look at that. We almost hit the 0 there. That's a win. $48 win. We're at $300. Look how quick that happened. And that is awesome. Let's go ahead and spin and see if we can continue to win with this one. And that's a 20, so we lost that. And you know really quickly, just because if it's not near the 0, you know that you lost. We'll go from $1 to $2 now and spin. And that's a 3 red. I thought that was going to continue on, but it dropped early. And let's go ahead and increase now. Here we go. All right, $36 total bet now, and let's spin. And that's an 11 black. We lost that one. Let's increase again. So again, if we go super long without hitting, it will cycle down a little, but it's not worth chasing. So remember that, because you're still going to be in profit, and we're at a $48 total bet. You can just build it right back up again. So looks like we're going to miss again here. That's a, not by far off, but that's a 30. And we're going to go up another unit. Okay, now we're at 5 each. All right, here we go. And that's a $60 bet. Let's go ahead and spin. Okay, we lost again. That's a 7 red. We'll go up again. So let's see where this one takes us. And here we go. We'll go to 6 each. All right. Okay, now we have a $72 total bet out there. Another loss, 18 red. Okay, so let's go up again. Okay, we're at $84 total bet now, and let's spin again. Another loss, 22 black. So now we're on a pretty big losing streak. But let's see how it works out. We'll probably have to cycle down a little bit. But let's see how long before we get our win. By only going up a unit, though, that's what keeps you from losing your whole bankroll if you do go really on a bad streak for a while. And let's see what we get here. That's a 31 black, another loss. Now we're on a huge losing streak, and you can start to see now for the first time we're down. So once you see yourself down, what you're supposed to do on this is instead of going up 1, you're going to go up $5 on each. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. And let's spin. So I'm glad we got to this point, even though we hoped we didn't have this many losses. That's a 23 red. Okay, so let's see how much we have left in our bankroll. We still have a lot. We're going to add 5 to each now with each loss. And again, you only do that when you're down. So let's go ahead and spin at 216 total bet. Okay, that's a 24 black. We lost again. Let's go up another 5. We still have $1,500 left in the bankroll. And you're finally getting, I'm glad you stuck around because you're finally getting to see what happens if things go really haywire on this. And we lost again, 6 black. Okay, so once you get over $500 down, you're supposed to go to $10 instead of 5. So let's do that. And we're at $396 total bet now. Let's go ahead and spin. And we lost again, 20 black. So let's go ahead now and repeat those, and we'll go up by 10 again. And here we go. So you can see that last bet was $396, and we're going to go up by another 10. It's been a long time since we've won. Okay, now we're at 516 total bet, and we really need to get a win here. That's oh, we just missed it, guys. We missed it by 1. That's a $516 loss, and now we don't have enough to place our next bet. So that was we did really, really good for a long time, and after 18 minutes, we finally got to where we can't place our bets anymore. So remember that this is a really good system, but remember what Sonny always says about cashing out when you're way ahead, and don't stick around until you lose your bankroll. So so keep that in mind. And but I think this could be a really good system that you could really make a lot of money with. but cash out when you get ahead, and don't just keep waiting for bad things to happen. So really appreciate you sending this one in. Appreciate everyone sending their systems in to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And I just think it's fantastic and really appreciate everyone's support. And please subscribe if you haven't yet. And also, we have a system that's trending on YouTube coming up right now. If you want to stick around, that would be fantastic. And we'll get started with that right now. Here we go. Thanks for sticking around. This one's called Best of All Time Indestructible. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Let's get started.
This is the Roulette Master, and this is the most excited I've ever been for making a video. One of my subscribers, Mark Gannon, says that not only has he found the best roulette system ever, but he's tested it with thousands of spins on European roulette and American roulette, and he says it will never lose. This is unbelievable. I cannot wait to test this out. This is called the Indestructible Low Roller Roulette System, and today we're going to put this up against another fantastic system that we usually use, that not in a low roller fashion, but today we're going to. It's the Kentucky White's 9th Street. We're going to use it with dollar bets, and I'm going to show you how to use both of these systems if you want to bet higher as well. But let's go ahead and get started first with Kentucky White's 9th Street with dollar units. So this is a fantastic roulette strategy. And here we go. Let's go ahead and get started. And I can't wait to get to the new one from Mark Gannon. This is going to be unbelievable. And he's worked on a lot of roulette systems. And he says this is by far the best, and he'll never use another system again. So, wow, I can't wait to see how amazing it is. And we're going to we're going to look at the last three numbers with Kentucky White's system, 12, 19, and 7. And we're going to make sure we don't put bets on those three streets. So we're just going to start on three streets. As long as we don't include those last three numbers, we're good. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 22 black. And we lost. And with this one, you just add three more streets and leave out the 22, 12, and 29. Just like that. And then we double to 12 and spin. And here we go. That's a 24 black. And we lost again. So once when we're at the level we're at now, it only takes one win. But now we're going to be at 9 streets, and we're going to leave out the 22, 24, and 12. So let's go ahead and add three more, but these ones get added in as 2 because the rest of them are already at 2, and then we double. But the difference is when we get to 9 streets, you need 2 wins to reset instead of 1. Before 9 streets, you only need 1 win to reset, and that's a 31 black, and that's a nice $12 win. So you can see there we need 2 wins. That's 1 win, and let's get number 2 right here. That's 1 red. There's our 2 wins, and we're up $9. And now we're going to do 3 streets and leave out the 1, 31, and 24. Let's do those 3 and spin. And the great thing about Kentucky White systems is the more that you lose, the better chance you have of winning the next spin, because he's always adding more numbers. And we lost there, but sometimes you'll win with the 9 numbers. And now we're going to add 3 more in and leave out the 18, 1, and 31. So let's go ahead and do that, and then double. Okay, now we're at a $12 total bet. And here we go. That's a 21 red. And that's a nice win. If you win at 18 numbers, you win more. And now you can see we're up $18, even with these dollar units. So now we're going to leave out the 1, 18, and 21. Just going to put 3 streets that don't include those 3 numbers, and then spin. And here we go. That's a 19 red. And we lost. So let's add 3 more. And we'll leave out the 19, 18, and 21. So let's go ahead and do that. And then double. And even at this level, we have 18 numbers covered. So a really good chance of hitting. That's a 29 black. And we just missed it. So again, once we go to 9 streets, it's going to take 2 wins. We're going to leave out the 29, 19, and 21. These are going to go in at $2 because the rest of them are already at 2. And then we're going to double to 36. Now we need 2 wins instead of 1 because we're at 9 streets. And that's a 33 black. That's a nice win. We need 2 of those. We're up 15. Let's go ahead and spin again. Here we go. That's a 27 red. Just missed that double zero. We got our second win, and we're up 27. So we'll pick 3 streets now that do not include the 27, 33, or 29. And then spin, and hopefully we'll get a low number here and get one of these early wins. But that's a high number, so we lost that one, but no big deal. We just add 3 more streets and leave out the 33, 27, and 30. Then we go ahead and double and spin. This is Kentucky White's 9 streets, and this is an unbelievable roulette system. And boy, this is going to be 2 fantastic systems today. And we're up 36. And now we're going to leave out the 4, the 30, and the 27, and spin again. And here we go. That's a 15 black. Okay, and that's a loss. We'll add 3 more and leave out the 4, 15, and 30. Just like that, and then double to 12 and spin. And coming up, we'll go over the bankroll and everything else you need to know with this one. And that's a 3 red. And when you win with 18 numbers, like I said, you win more. Now we're up 45. So obviously the most you can make is if you win on the first one with just 9 numbers. And that happens sometimes. Now we're going to leave out the 3, 15, and 4. Just like that. And spin. And here we go. That's a 16 red. There we go. I was just talking about that. That's awesome. So now we're at 54, and we'll be on leaving out the 16, 3, and 15 now. Okay, just like that, and spin. And let's see what we get here. All right. That is a 19 red. That's a loss, so we're going to add 3 more and leave out the 3, 16, 19. Just like that, and then double. Now we have that $12 total bet out there, and if you win before the 9 streets, like right now, you just need 1 win. That's a 33 black, and we lost. So now we're getting to 9 streets. We need 2 wins, and we're going to leave out the 33, 19, and 16, and these are going in at $2. So just like that, and the reason we do that is because the rest of them are already at 2, because we doubled on the previous time when we had 18 numbers. And that's a 12 red. There we go. Now we need a second win. We're up 51. Let's rebet and spin, and here we go. And this makes a lot of money for you just using dollar units. That's pretty cool, and that's a 20 black, and we lost. So if you do lose, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and double that bet. You're going to stay at 9 streets, and then we're going to try to get 2 wins again. This is why we have the bankroll that we have. Both the systems today are going to have a $1,000 bankroll. I know that's a lot for dollar units, but that's also, and we got 1 win. Let's go for 2 here. But that's the real one of the secrets for the second system today. But there's a lot more than that, and there's our second win. So we can reset now. We're up 63. And generally, you can usually play this one with dollar units and a $400 bankroll. But since the second one's going to have a $1,000 bankroll today, we're going to give this one $1,000 today too. 9 to keep it fair, and then we're going to leave out the 9, 1, and 20. And let's go ahead and spin. But I cannot wait to get to the new one from Mark Gannon, the Indestructible. Man, one coming up, and that's a 9 red. The Indestructible low roller, and that is a loss, so we will add 3 more. The 9, 9, and 1 will be left out. Now we're going to go ahead and double and spin, and Mark Gannon again says he's had thousands of spins on the American wheel, thousands of spins on the European wheel, and he says it's never even got close to losing its bankroll. That is nuts, and we're up 72, and let's see, we're going to leave out the 23, 9, and we'll go with the 1 since there's 2. Well, let's take that 1 out of there. Since there's 2 9s, we'll leave out the 1 also. And let's see, 23, 9, and 1. We don't want the 9 in there. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and spin. $3 total bet to start. And our 8 minutes in. That's a 31 black. Okay, that's a loss. So we will add 3 more and leave out the 31, 23, and 9. And just like that. And then we double to 12 and spin. So many people have told me how much they love this system. And this is the first time we've done it low roller version. Normally we do it with $5 units and a $2,000 bankroll. Okay, we're going to 9 now, so we'll need 2 wins now, and we're going to leave out the 31, 33, and 22. These are going in at $2. And here we go. Okay, let's go ahead and double now to 36 and spin. Now we need 2 wins. Let's get them. And that's a 14 red. There's one of them, and we're up 69, which is great for a system starting with dollar units. That's really good, and that's a 6 black. And there's our 2 wins. So we're up 81. We restart and we leave out the 6, 14, and 33. Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. And Kentucky White, when he made this modification to 9th Street, it really opened my eyes because I love 9th Street Roulette, but I always wondered if it could be better, and this is better. We're up 90, and we're going to pick now we're going to leave out the 12, 6, and 14, just like that, and spin, and here we go. We're 9.5 minutes in, and can't wait to see how these 2 systems end up today. This is really exciting, and we're going to add 3 more. We're going to leave out the 6, 12, and 14. So let's do that. And then we'll double to 12 and spin. All right, here we go. That's a 10 black. That's another nice win. It's great when you can get them at the 18 number level. We're up $99 now. We'll leave out the 10, 6, and 12. Oh, not that one. There we go, and spin. And I love Mark Gannon's enthusiasm about this, and especially since he's somebody that comes up with new systems all the time. For him to think this one's so much better than all of his other systems, it's got me really excited. And now we're up 108. We're going to leave out the 9, 10, and 6. And we're going to go ahead and spin. Here we go. And I'll tell you how he came up with this, because he definitely had some help along the way, but we're up 117 now, and 3, 9, and 10 is going to be left out and spin. But I just love hearing from somebody that makes systems all the time, saying that, man, this one is just so much better than anything he's ever seen. So we're going to add 3 more, and that'll be coming up here soon. We'll add 3 more and leave out the 3, 9, and 11. But remember, along the way, this one right here is unbelievable as well. This is one of the ones that just everybody in the community is saying, man, that's I think that might be my favorite system. So this should be a good battle today, and we're up 126 with dollar units. That's awesome. So now we'll leave out the 3, 11, and 26, and let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. That's a 26 black. And that's a loss, and we're going to leave out the 11, 26, and 3, and then we'll double and spin. And really, the true judge of a system being better than all others is the fact that it doesn't lose, as opposed to how much it wins. But there's still some that factors in there about how much it wins. But not losing is the #1 goal of everyone, obviously. And we're up 135. And now we'll leave out the 22, 26, and 11. Just like that, and spin. And let's see how this one closes out the last few minutes here. Doing fantastic with dollar units here. And that's an 11 black, and that's a loss. We're going to leave out the 11, 22, and 26. And then double to 12 and spin. All right. That's a 0. We definitely lost that one. So we will go to 9 streets, and we'll leave out the 11, 22, and 26. So let's do that. And these go in at 2, remember. And they go in at 2 because the other ones are already at 2, because we doubled in the previous step with 18 numbers. And that's a 32 red. There's 1 win, and we're up 132. Let's get win number 2 right here. That's a 3 red. And there's our second win. So we're up $144 already. That's just incredible for dollar units in such a short time. We're going to leave out the 3, 32, and 11. And then spin. And here we go. All right, that's a 14 red. All right, that's a great win there. Now we're up $153. We'll leave out the 3, 14, and 32.
No more bets.
And let's go ahead and spin. That's a 29 black. That's a loss. Let's add 3 more in. Leave out the 3, 14, and 29. Then we double to $12 total bet here. All right, here we go. Last minute with this one. Then we'll be off to see the incredible new system from Mark Gannon. And let's go ahead now and add 9 streets in now. We'll leave out the 31, 29, and 14. And then double to 36. Now we need 2 wins. And here we go. Let's get them. That's a 5 red. It's a nice win. We're up 150, which is really incredible for dollar units in less than 15 minutes. So this is really done well pretty much every time we've tested it. And there's our second win, and we're up $162 now. And the 15 minutes is up for Kentucky White's 9th Street Roulette. Another unbelievable performance. $162 with dollar units. Again, you can usually do this system for $400 in dollar units, or if you use $5 units, you can use a $2,000 bankroll. But we went ahead and gave this one $1,000 because we wanted to keep it even with the new system of the day, which is unbelievable, and I can't wait to get into it. Thank you, Kentucky White, again, as always, and now it's time for Mark Gannon's incredible new system. I can't wait to share it with you. This is going to be a lot of fun. Here we go. All right, the time is finally here for the Indestructible Low Roller Roulette System by Mark Gannon. And he says that he's tested this with thousands of spins on American roulette and European, and he says it has never lost. That is ridiculous, and I can't wait to see if he's right. And this is going to be a lot of fun testing this one out. And this is going to be a low roller system. And before we get started, I'm going to tell you where he came up with this. He saw a system on the channel called the 1027, and he modified it into this system, which he says is the best he's ever seen. And he tests systems all the time. So this is going to be exciting. Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to start with $1 on 1013 Double Street, $1 on 2225 Double Street, and $2 on second 12. That's a $4 total bet. And I'll share with you what the differences are between this and the original, and why he says it has never lost. And that's a win right there. We're up $2. We're going to rebet and spin, and we're going to keep track of our session profit with this system, which is the highest level of profit since we started, and that's going to be important. Okay, we won again there. That was a jackpot number 22. So let's go over what the jackpot numbers are. They're 13, 14, 15, 22, 23, 24. So we're already up $10, and let's go ahead and spin. All right, here we go with the Indestructible Low Roller Roulette System by Mark Gannon. If you want to play with more, that's fine as well. You just have to use basic math skills and do the same thing with the starting bet as you do with the bankroll. And let's go up. So we're going to go from 2 to 4 on the second 12, and $1 up on each of the double streets. And I know that we do that with the original, but this is going to be a lot different, and you're going to find out why here in a second. That's a 3 red. Okay, so you can see we were up 10 and we lost that one. So we're going to go up 2 on second 12 and up $1 on the double streets.
No more bets.
But let's once we have a win, I'll show you what happens differently with this system. And that's a loss on 0. So we go up again. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Up 2, up 1, and up 1. And let's go ahead and spin. That's a $16 total bet now. And here we go. That's a 13 black. All right, that's a jackpot number, one of those 6. That was a $32 win. Now we're in new session profit at $18, which means the highest level of profit since we started. So we go back to 2, 1, and 1. And I still haven't showed you what the difference is yet, because we'll get there very quickly, and then I'll explain it to you as we go through here. That is a 10 black, and that's a $2 win. We're up 20. So let's just rebet that and spin because we're in new session profit anytime we win with the first spin. And here we go. And you need to keep track of that number. Now we're at 20. So remember that, and we're going to increase. So up 2, up one, and
No more
spin.
bet.
And the one really cool thing about this is that $4 bet will work with most automated machines in a casino, and I see most people playing those machines. And this is a definite way you can do that. Up two, up one, and
No
spin.
more bet.
So those are the ones like where you're sitting in a circle and the ball's falling without a live dealer. You should be able to use a $4 bet on those. Okay, we lost that one, so we go up again. Up two, up one, and up one, and spin. Now we're at a $16 total bet. But remember, we were at 20. That's important. So that's an 8 black. Okay, we lost that one, and you can see we went from plus 20 to minus 20. Now we're going to go up two, up one, and
No more
spin.
bet.
And here we go. We just got to be patient, and the bankroll is a big key to this one. I know it seems pretty high for dollar units, but that's one of the secrets of this system, and that's a $10 win. Now you're going to find out what the difference is, and the difference is we're going to be going up 1 unit, or what we started with on each, whether we win or lose, until we're in session profit. So every single spin until we're in session profit, it's going to go up, and that's a loss there. So we're going to go up two, up one, and spin. And this was originally sent in by one of my subscribers, Mike. It was called the 1027. So a big shout out to Mike, and thank you for sharing this system so that he was able to create this. And one, two, one, and spin.
No more bet.
And here we go. So that's a 3 red, and I believe that's another loss. So we're on a pretty big losing streak here, but that's okay because I want you guys to see how this comes back, and we're going to increase whether we win or lose. And here we go. That's a 23 red. We finally got a win. Okay, that's a $72 win, but we're not in session profit. So we go up 2 and up 1 and and
No
spin.
more bet.
All right, here we go. That's a 27 red. We'll take that $20 win. We're going to go up each time, whether we win or lose. Up 2, up 1,
No more bet.
until we're in session profit. So here we go. A double zero. That doesn't help us too much, but that's okay. I want you guys to see how this does when things go poorly. Up 2, up 1, and
No more
spin at $48. That's an 18 red. We'll take a $24 win. We're at minus 22. We keep going up. 1, 2, 1, and
No
spin.
more bet.
$52 total bet now. And that was a really bad start, but let's bring it back and make some money now, and that's a 10 black. Okay, that's a $26 win. We're up 4, up 2, up 1, and because we're not in
No
session
more
profit. And here we go. And that's a 14 red. All right, that's a good win, $112. Look at that, that's a jackpot. And now that's new session profit for sure. We're up $116 with dollar units. So we go back and we want to remember 116. That's our session profit level.
No more bet.
Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That's an 11 black. That's a win. We're up 118. That's our new session
No
profit
more
level. And here we go. That's a 2 black, and that should be a loss. So we'll go up on each. That's up 2 on second 12, up 1 on the double streets,
No more bet.
and spin. And again, originally this was the 1027 by Mike, and he modified this into what you're seeing here. And we're going to go up again. Up 2, up 1,
No more bet.
Mark Gannon's the one that modified this into the Indestructible low roller roulette system, and that's another loss on 35 black. Okay, we're up 94 right now. Let's go up 2, up 1, and
No more
spin.
bet.
This is a $1,000 bankroll system, which seems like a lot with dollar units, but that's part of his secret, is that you need that kind of bankroll in case everything goes haywire, and you need the time to recover. So 1, 2, 1, and 1. And
No more
he
bet.
says this is the best ever, but Remember, any system gets better when you have a smaller starting bet and a larger bankroll. Okay, that's another loss. So now we have a bunch of losses in a row. 1, 2, 1, and 1, and
No
spin.
more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 24 black. That's a jackpot, $48 win, but we're not in session profit. So we go up 2, up 1, and up 1,
No more bets.
and spin. That's a 25 red. That's a $14 win. We're up 120. We'll go up again. 1, 2, 1, and 1. Let's
No
go ahead
more
and spin.
bets.
That's a 6 black. That's a $32 loss. Let's go up 2, up 1, and up 1.
No more bets.
Every spin, whether we win or lose. That's a win with a 16 red. We'll take an $18 win. We're up 106. We're going to go up 2, up 1, and up 1. Now we have a $40 total bet. And that's a 27 red. That's a $20 win. We're up 126. We'll go up 2, up 1, and up 1, and
No more
spin.
bets.
That's a 4 black, and I think that's a loss. It is, so we will go up 2, up 1, and up 1. We're currently up $82.
No more bets.
And this is a $48 total bet. That's a 24 black. And that's a $96 win. That's new session profit at $178. So we were patient and it paid off. We'll start again at $2 and $1. $1 on the double streets, $2 on the dozen. And that's a double zero. So that doesn't help us much. So we go up. But we're going up whether we win or lose. And remember, we were up 178. So let's go ahead and spin at $8 total bet now. And that's a 25 red. That's a $4 win. We're up 178. We go up 2, up 1, and up 1. $12 total bet. And that's a 13 black. That's a good one. It's a jackpot $24 win. We're up $202. So we go back to 2, 1, and 1.
No more
And
bets.
start over. And here we go. That's good profit with dollar units. Does have a much higher bankroll, but that's what helps protect you. And according to Mark Gannon, and we're up 204. So let's go ahead and spin again, because that is new session profit if you win on the first spin. Because you have to have more if you win on the first spin, right? That's a 14 red. That's a jackpot, $8. We're up 212. Okay, let's rebet and spin again here. That's a 4 black. That's definitely a loss. So let's go up 2, and then up 1, and up 1.
No more bets.
$8 total bet now, and we're about 11 minutes in out of 15 with the Indestructible Low Roller Roulette System by Mark Gannon. It was originally created the 1027 by one of my subscribers, Mike. And let's go up 2, up 1, and up 1. But Mark Gannon modified it to what you're seeing today, which is what he's been doing all of his testing on. Excuse me, that's a 9 red. That's a loss. Up 2, up 1, up 1, and spin.
No more bets.
All right, here we go. That's a 19 red. That's a win. All right, $8 win. We're up 196, but we're not in session profit, so we go up 2, up 1, up 1, and spin. That's an 8 black. We lost, so we go up 2, up 1, and up 1. If I can get the bet on there right. There we go, $24 total bet now. And that's a 27 red. That's a $12 win. We're up 188, up 2, up 1, and up 1, because we're increasing on wins and losses. And here we go. That's an 11 black. That's a $14 win. We're up 202. We'll keep increasing. Up 2, up 1, and up 1.
No more bets.
And now we're at a $32 total bet. And that's a 22 black. And that's a jackpot, $64. Now we're up $266. That's obviously new session profit, so we restart
No more
back
bets.
to 2, 1, and 1. That's a $4 total bet. That's a 32 red. And we lost that one, so let's go up a unit on each, which is $2 on the dozen and $1 on the double streets. I think I might have forgot to go up on that one. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I did. That cost us a couple dollars. Sorry about that. We're up 266 though. Let's restart. And
No
spin.
more bets.
And here we go. That's a 26 black. Okay, that's a win there. So that's new session profit at 268.
No more bets.
And let's spin. That's a 6 black. That's a loss. Okay, let's go up again. Again, we go up 2 on the dozen, up 1 on the double streets. We have a minute and a half left. And that's a 17. That's a win. It's a $4 win. We're up 268. And we'll go up 2, 1, and 1
No more bets.
until we're in new session profit. And that's a 22 black. That's a jackpot, 24 bucks. We're up 292, so we restart. 2, 1, and 1, and
No
spin.
more bets.
And so far, so good with what Mark Gannon's been telling us. But I want you guys to test this out as after we get done here, and let me know. That's another win there, and we're up 294.
No more
And
bets.
let me know what you guys think, what your testing results are. That's what this channel is all about, is testing these systems sent in by subscribers to in search of the best roulette system possible. And this is a wonderful community of people. So really smart people that love roulette.
No more bets.
And I love the search for the best roulette system every day. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please like, share, and subscribe because let's keep growing this community of people that absolutely love roulette. We're up 294 now. And we can reset. So we'll go back to 2, 1, and 1.
No more
And
bets.
spin. And actually, this is our last spin. We're right at the 15-minute mark. And that's a 10 black. All right. And made $296 with just dollar units in 15 minutes with the Indestructible Low Roller Roulette System by Mark Gannon, which he created off of a system that was called the 1027 from one of my subscribers, Mike. Thank you, Mike, for sending that in. And thank you, Mark Gannon, for modifying it into this fantastic system. And let me know what you guys think down in the comments as usual. And send your systems in just like Mark did to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. And if you haven't checked out my new channel, The Baccarat Master, if you like Baccarat, definitely check it out. And if not, just stay right here and watch roulette. And if you like both, you can watch both. But whatever you like, and it's the same thing as the Roulette Master. People are sending their systems in. We test them out. And in the search for the best system possible, and it's a lot of fun as well. And hope you're enjoying everything. And this is the Roulette Master. And have a great day,
No
everybody.
more bets.